G'day guys, it's Nerdy Flanders Rolls, and I'm just doing a bit of a summary of what's been happening over the last few days. I've been noticing up here that this radar started going off yesterday AM, very early AM, and has been continuing. And in that same time also, I've been watching over the past few days chem bombs or chem dumps being done in this region in the Northern Territory quite a lot. But what I have been also noticing is there's been a great deal of spectrum beams also assisting this, which is, I'll show you them going off in a moment. But you can see, look at the amount of electrification that is in, it's just stepped back, let me just, look at the amount of electrification that's in the actual air above all these bombs. Okay, each one of these are, so I'll play it so you can watch. See, it just goes explode, there's another one there, and there. Now, what I really want you to pay attention to is, see this anomaly, how it's showing this pushing. Look how it's got a pushing manner to it, and how it seems to be dragging it back in here by the assistance of Port Hedland there, and also Wyndham, Halls Creek, Giles, and possibly even Kalgoorlie. I think it might be drawing that much energy. But there's also been one down in Victoria as well, and South Australia. Just around that region there's been another spiral type anomaly. But this one here is starting to cause a bit of what I think is possibly what's being created is a hurricane, a cyclone. It's been unsuccessful, these dumps that they've been doing in the last 3 nights that I've been watching it. But this one seems to have really taken shape, and it's got a very obvious anti-clockwise speed to it as it actually spins around. Now, I expect that this is just going to keep going and going, and I think they're going to keep dropping and dropping. Let's go to a couple of things. Just very quickly, let's go down to the clickables, and let me bring up Kununurra radar. See what it's doing. It's shooting a beam in the south-east direction. There you go. And it's also Wyndham is sending a spectrum beam. What times are they? That's the more interesting part. Okay, so just go back there. There we go at 2200 hours, so what's that, 10 p.m. yesterday. And you can also see this type of particle beam here. I'll just play on. See another beam that went in the southeast direction. Okay, so it's really only showing up at 1 spectrum beam and 2 possible particle beams, which you can see there. Okay, now let me just take it up to NT again. Now we have this rotation that's starting to happen. There's all these chem bombs that are going off, and I've been watching them. They're getting faster and faster. And look where they're dumping out to as well, to actually try and get this thing really rotating. This happened last year. It's exactly the same thing. It's when they were staving off that hurricane, the cyclone, just off Port Hedland with one static beam just constantly holding it there until bang, they were ready and they let go and it just folded, just kept going. So we're looking at a situation like that, and that would be a first, seeing a cyclone being built in the outback. But it would be an achievement also. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Let's go to a couple of others. Another important one is Halls Creek. See if it's got a spectrum beam. Yep, well, it certainly does. It has a couple. Okay. See if we get time in here. I'll try pausing it on those for you. Okay, I'll let it get back to Sunday. Okay, just check. No. There's one at 2 AM Monday. Western Standard Time, that is. Oh, there's also one that goes for quite some time. 7 o'clock, still running at 8 o'clock. Wow, that's a hell of a lot of assistance. And this weather seems to clear up quite quickly after it as well. And alright, let's click back to Sunday. So, okay, so we have got, we do actually have action happening in Halls Creek, Wyndham. Let's check Giles. Yeah, it's firing off as well. So we got some real action happening. We got some real energy happening over there. Whoever that is, let's have a look at the time on it. So it's about 3 o'clock Western Standard Time. Okay, last one we can try is Kalgoorlie. It's not giving us any, so I'll just I think we should really check too as a cloud pattern and see what it looks like as these are actually happening. Might be a good idea, I think. Yeah, some nice cloud. Okay, well there's your HAARP imprint. The ripples quite obviously over here. Let me just bring it up a bit further and I'll just stop it. Okay, this is all residue that's been dumped. This is too. All of that's all residue. You can see the signs of the sonic particle of the HAARP, which is a frequency, and frequency is a sound wave. So, which is why we have a high frequency active auroral research program occurring in our side of the globe. Okay, you can see it actually really firing up here, and over here it's actually going to starters. There's a bit more of it, and you can hide as much as you want with chem, but you can still see through. See it there, there's a massive big one there, and these smaller ones over there, so as the sun goes down, they're going to lose their power. There's more there. It's quite pretty, really. And there we go, some more, and that's it. Then we've got no time. So what I'll do is I'll take us back up to Oz, just quickly. So we know those spectrum beams are going. I noticed that South Australia had one going yesterday as well also, wondering if it's still going. So we just quickly have a look. Look at the spin on this now. There is plenty of rotation. You can see chemtrails also that were laid. There's one there and there's one there again. I noticed them earlier today, that strike through there. And this part here, there you go, it was just laid and it kept going. I'll take us into South WA, just very quickly. So you can see for yourself, that's one chemtrail, and then the next one goes straight over Kalgoorlie to one, and then there's the second one. There's more than that, but I'm just pointing out the obvious ones that I can see, so you can see for yourself. And you can see what sort of cloud occurs directly after it also. See how it all just becomes all chem. And of course this is all going to aid the possible, what I think may be a cyclone, outback cyclone building from Northern Territory. There's no spectrum beam going off in Kalgoorlie at all either, so there's no worries worrying about that. We've had some large quakes that have been occurring. There's been quite a few. We had one over here up in Indonesia. It's just occurred, and that was a 6.3. You can just see over the side there. A PNG just yesterday had a 6.0 as well. But there's been some very, very nasty quakes here during the day. And let me just bring these ones up here. You can see these ones here, well, there's quite a few of those, and there's also a couple more that occurred, I thought, up in that region. No, it wasn't. No, it was here. So there's been about 5 or 6 that have gone off there. Well, just want to take you down to WA here and have a look at something that's, quite not surprising, because we've seen this starting to occur previously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the 7 I'm talking about. Quakes in the area. Down further, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's actually 3 there if you're going. Sorry, 2 there. 3's over there. If you're going close enough, you can see them. So that's the level of quakes that we've been occurring ourselves. We've got one in Northern Territory. We have one here in Queensland. It was just west of Emerald, actually, right about there. So that's what's been happening over the last couple of days. We have a look on the there we go, live earthquakes map. There we go. We can see the last one was here. That was about 3 hours ago. There's been one that's just occurred recently, 68 minutes ago there, and I think it was about, yeah, that's 2. So that is UGS, and that's Geoscience Australia. So exactly the same feed, same occurrence. Okay, that's what I got for you, and that's what I'll leave it with for the moment. But we're going to have some serious weather that's going to start occurring. I don't know if it's actually going to reach us tomorrow, going by this map. I don't know if it's actually going to reach southeast Queensland tomorrow. It looks like there's a good chance of pulling this off by continually laying chem in front of it and feeding it with energy. Like, look at this, it just completely spills with energy everywhere. Okay, so it's just electrifying Australia right now, and if it does, it's definitely going to hit the east coast eventually, but maybe tomorrow afternoon. We'll have to wait and see. Other than that, it's definitely going to affect possibly down to WA, I'd say, quite possibly. Alright, thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.